What's up,
A
everybody? Welcome back to.
child.
Oh man, that wasn't supposed to come up. Hey, you guys got a sneak peek. That wasn't fair. That wasn't fair. I hope you're all having a very good day today. Here we are. It's Friday. It's the end of the week. What could we call it? Mando Friday? I don't know. Is it Mando Friday? You let me know down in the comments below what you think. Is it Mando Friday? That doesn't even sound right, right? What could we call it? What could we call it? Could we call it Mando Kicks Ass Friday? I have absolutely no clue what day you want to call it. All I know is we're going to be talking a little bit about The Mandalorian here in just a few minutes. And even more, man. And I'm telling you, if you haven't watched The Mandalorian, don't worry, you can stick around. We won't get into spoilers. I'll let you know before we do all of that. Because believe me, before we get to spoilers, there's plenty of stuff to talk about. Something I've been talking about here over the past couple of weeks here as The Mandalorian has kind of gone on, right? As this series has gone on over these last 4 episodes. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Something else we're going to talk about is, hey, you know, what is it? The kind of like what we were talking about a little bit yesterday and maybe even the day before. You know how you get on the interwebs, you get on the tweeters, you get on the Facebooks or the YouTubes, you know, and it's all about that confirmation bias, isn't it? You know, you want somebody out there to say something that makes you feel all nice and warm inside, don't you? You know, you want them to say something that you agree with. You don't want them to say something like that you don't agree with, right? How dare somebody disagree with you? You need somebody that's going to tell you what you want to hear, right? And anybody else who isn't telling you what you want to hear, they're toxic. They're terrible. They're not good people. Toxic. They're bad for fandoms. Bad for fandoms, right? That's what it comes down to. I'm telling you. And it's getting ridiculous, you know what? This morning what I woke up to was I got this this message on here on my YouTubes. Let me see if I can find this oh wait, did you seriously take off your comment? Did you take off your comment? I'm wondering if they deleted their comment, because now all of a sudden I don't see it. Now all of a sudden I don't see it. Let me see here. First, yeah, wow, wow. I'm guessing they must have taken it off. I'm guessing they took it off because I had this person. Yeah, they must have took it off. Dang it. This person, they come on to this video that I did about a year ago. It's a comic book that came out called Luna Snow, right? Called Luna Snow. And on the cover, you know, the cover's the cover. This character it's like a Korean character. It's Asian and everything. And, you know, the person gets on there and says, if this character's... Let me see. I got most of it's still on here. Most of it's still on. Where I can read it through here. Let me see. So I'm gonna read this dumbass's comments. All right. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I hope. Okay. It says on this comment, it says, why does she look white on the cover if she's Korean? Right? It says why does she look white on the cover if she's Korean? To which I pretty much answered, well, like, Korean is a race. White is a color. And I went on to explain a little bit more. I'm like, It's pretty simple. I'm like, if you can figure that out, it's pretty simple from there, unless you're an idiot. I was like, but for the life of me, I found on the map where Koreans are from. I'm still trying to find on the map where whites are from. Like, I haven't found Whitelandia or Whitea where whites are from. So, I'm like, and I said, I'm sure an idiot could find it on the map. To which the person responded like, oh, why so toxic? Toxic? I'm not the idiot asking why somebody of any race has light skin or has white skin, or maybe they look white. Like, I'm the toxic one? So I said, there's no toxicity. I just answered your question as best I could. Had to spell it out for you because you didn't get it. And I kind of, hey, I gotta beat you over the head with some sense here. So they're sitting there, they're like, anyway, why does she look Caucasian on the cover? Right? What is it? Yeah, why do you have to be so fucking toxic? It says, why does Luna look Caucasian on the cover? The artist really doesn't, or really didn't care, I suppose. Sure. So I just responded. That question sounds like a great question for the artist. I'm not the artist. I can't tell you why the artist chose to make Luna Snow look like she might be Caucasian, not Korean. You're asking me questions for the artist, right? That's like I didn't draw the shit. I'm just some asshole on YouTube. But I know what you're getting at. What it is because you see the cover, and what it is there's probably some asshole on YouTube that's talking about this comic book for whatever reason. Maybe recently, maybe this person just stumbled upon this year-old comic book. But obviously, there's some idiot on the YouTubes, that's giving them their confirmation bias, right? It's making them feel good. And I didn't tell them what made them feel good, and apparently it makes me toxic. Yet I'm the one that didn't come on there and call. I called people names. I didn't call this person a name. When referring to an idiot that could find Whitelandia on a map, I said, I'm sure an idiot could. I didn't say they were an idiot. I didn't say that they probably could. But the point being is, like, I'm not here to confirm your bias, man. I'm just here to give you the straight answer. You asked me the question, I'll give you the answer. But you gotta ask the right question. See, the thing here that it comes down to is, you'll never get the answer that you're seeking if you're asking the wrong questions, right? Thing is, that's what it comes down to, is asking the right question to get the right answer. You see all these people struggling with things in their life, and I get it. Hey, we all struggle with stuff, but looking for the answers to these things, right? Looking for the answers to these things. But it ultimately comes down to, like, you got to be asking yourself the right question before you can find the right answer, right? That is something that's very key. And looking to some asshole on YouTube that's just gonna stroke you and make you feel right, pat you on the back, send you on your way with your confirmation bias that makes you feel all nice and warm and fuzzy inside, sure, you can go somewhere for that. I mean, I think the answer that you were ultimately looking for when, you know, you were asking why Luna Snow looks Caucasian is, I think what you're wanting me to say is that, well, obviously the artist is a racist. Jeez, was it that hard to figure out? Jesus Christ, man. Like seriously, sometimes, like, I get it. We all have our favorite YouTubers, and you know, YouTubers play stuff up to their audiences. You know, they church it up, make it feel good. You know what I mean? Just gotta church it up a little bit. You know what I mean? They don't want to give you a, they don't want to give you a plain cheeseburger. They want to give you a cheeseburger that has all the fixings on there. It looks good on that picture. Oh yeah, the presentation looks great. But the reality is, well, I guess these days, you get home, you pull your sandwich out of the you pull your sandwich out of the bag, and you get it, you open the little box there, and you open it, and you're like, so you eat it. It's still good. I mean, it's still got the same stuff that was on the menu. It's still got everything that they showed you on the menu, that they presented you with. So you start eating the burger. You get done with the burger, and you're like, burger wasn't really that good. It's because, one, somebody fed you some crap. And, you know, I mean, but along the way, they made you feel good about it. They made you feel good about that purchase. Look at the picture. It's so good. Look. The meat, and it goes with those fries so great. The fries and the soda that came on the side. Please tell me you didn't order a diet soda with your french fries and your burger. But that's it, right? They confirmed the bias that you wanted. You knew you were gonna get home and that burger wasn't gonna be as good as it looked on that menu. It wasn't gonna taste as good as that burger looked. But they confirmed it for you, right? They gave you what you wanted, what you ordered, your money's worth. They rubbed you on your back and patted you on the way out and said, have a good day, sir. You fell for it again. Anyway, guys, let's get into the live chats here and see what you guys are saying. Hey, you're not here for confirmation bias. You're here to hear my opinions. Maybe they're shit opinions. Maybe they're not good. Maybe you don't agree with them. That's okay. You can let me know down in the comments below. I'm not going to be mad at you about it. Believe me, I'm not some Mr. Know-It-All. I'm just some dude with a computer that kind of works and a microphone. So let's get in here to the live chats and see what you are all saying today. We got my man Mike Porter, my favorite Porter, in the house. Star Wars Santa is here. Star Wars Santa, are you going live? Are you going live? Are you going live after, you know, at 9? Let me know. Let me know. XR Coon, I am here. How are you doing, XR Coon? Are you really LB? I mean, I thought you retired, bruh. I thought you retired from YouTube, bruh. No, man. Can you believe LB? What's up with that dude, man? He's not. He didn't retire. He'll be back. He'll be back. He's just enough for now. I get it. I get it. Mike Porter says yes, please. I'm actually here too. Says Stories by Irish. How are you doing, Irish? I hope all is well with you. Let's see. XR Coon says, I'm waiting for the Mando spin-offs that will all lead to a conclusion of a giant team-up in the 2023 Taika Star Wars movie. Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be cool. And let me know down in the comments below if you guys have already watched The Mandalorian episode 4 or season 2 episode 4. Would that be episode 12 altogether? Whatever you want to call it. Let me know. Let me know. And please don't put any spoilers in the chat yet, but let me know down in the comments below if you've watched it and what you thought of the episode. How dare someone have differing opinions? Yes, yes, definitely. Yes. Music major has changed majors. No longer music ed. She's in a resort and attraction management. Oh. Living up in Sandusky, Ohio in her first... Oh, nice, nice. All right. Taking a break from cleaning. Nice. Thank you. Well, at this point, you can just listen now, and you can go back to cleaning. I mean, you don't have to. Take a break. By all means, take a break. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, nice. Louis the 13th, thank you so much for being here. What? Mike Porter says, whites are from privilege. Is that in, like, South Dakota? Privilege sounds like it would be, or is it North Dakota? Privileged North Dakota. That's where whites are from. Oh, or is privilege a little known town in West Germany? Oh my god, Mike. Oh man, my man Mike Porter killing me, dude. That's hilarious. Dealing with some anxiety issues, but she's being really smart about it. Proud of her. Yeah, hey man. Yeah, absolutely. Good deal, man. Good deal. Yeah. Apex Comics, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. All right. Tired of dumb racism. Yeah, I know. Like, it's ridiculous. ReeferMan Reviews, my man. What is up, my brother? I hope all is well. Anonymous, my man. How are you doing? Apex says, I'm grilling cheeseburgers for lunch. Oof, that sounds good, too. Some cheeseburgers for lunch. And I can actually have that, too. Guys, I got back into ketosis, doing the keto thing right now. For probably the next 90 days. But, yeah, cheeseburgers, something I can have. Yummy. Sounds good. I've also been having some of those keto tacos. You gotta love it. Cheese, meat, cilantro, onions, salsa. How can you beat it? You can't. That's ultimately it. You can't. I'll take mine medium. Yeah, absolutely, Reefer. Absolutely. I'll take my burger medium rare. And make it a double. Make it a double. Make it a double. Yes. I know he's making an analogy, but what in reference to? Yeah, just people being ridiculous. People being ridiculous. Yeah, right. Oh man. An aristocrat. Oh man, why are you dropping big words on me, man? Why I drop big? Don't you know? Guys, I'm one of those losers who didn't graduate, so you can't use big words like that on me. I got 2 turntables and a microphone. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no live stream today. All right, no problem. But guys, regardless of whether he's live streaming today or not, go check out Star Wars Santa. Go subscribe to his channel. Hang out. You can look up Star Wars Santa. I haven't got all the links and everything set up for you guys to be able to do that, but go check that out. I see we got another superstar in the chat as well. Will Morgan is in the house. You know, go subscribe to Will Morgan's channel too. It's called Meta Egg. Great content. Yeah, another great episode. Yeah, and speaking of Santa was on yesterday. I did a live stream with Thor Skywalker, I believe is his name. Good stuff. Good live stream. Go check out Star Wars Santa. You have no reason not to be subscribed to Star Wars Santa if you like Star Wars. And just like this dumbass I was talking about earlier at the beginning of the stream, you know, if you're one of those people who's probably like, oh, Star Wars shield. Look. Let me tell you about something I heard the other day on this live stream. It wasn't a Star Wars conversation. They were talking about something else completely different. But you hear these people talking about stuff. And they're talking about this episode of this TV show whatever they were watching, and like, oh my god, like, you're not a real fan if you like this and that. Like, wow, really? Wow. You're probably one of those people who gets on in videos and live streams and stuff and calls everybody shills just because they like something, right? Yeah. All right, yeah. I guess because I like something that you don't makes me a shill, but sure, yeah. Star Wars Santa is a channel where they enjoy their Star Wars. They love Star Wars. He loves Star Wars, has a passion for it. That doesn't mean that he doesn't have criticisms of it. Doesn't mean that just because he likes something you don't, doesn't mean he's going to try to convince you that you need to like it. He's willing to discuss why you do, why, but what don't you like about it? Well, here's what I like about it. You know why? He's a good guy. A good channel. You should go check out Star Wars Santa. Don't get no coal in your, don't get coal for Christmas. Go check him out. Wait a minute, LB retired? For the time being, he's retired. Yeah, for the time being. Trinity has that mod 60s philosopher look. 7 days till Mando blows my mind with Ahsoka. Oh, is that coming next week, you think? I think it probably will be. Absolutely. Just watched it stay off the internet until I was done with it. Nice. What did you think? What did you think of it? I watched The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 3, Chapter 12. Isn't this Episode 4? Isn't this one Episode 4? Now you got me wanting to look now, Santa. You got me wanting to look now. I could be wrong. I thought it was Season 2, Episode 4. Is it? No, it's Episode 4. Yeah. Did I say? Oh, did I say episode? I might have said that. Okay, let's see. Okay, Season 2, Episode 4, Chapter 12. Yeah. Okay, but you probably just hit the wrong button there. You probably just hit the wrong button. Yeah, probably hit the threes right next to it. Anyway, yeah. I was sitting there like, man, did I make a mistake? Yeah. All right. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Loved it. Awesome episode. Nice. It was an 8.5, 8.5 out of 10 for me. Really solid, excellent connective tissue, as someone would say. Right. Let's see. And please, if you watch the episode, please no spoilers quite yet. Can't wait to go to your stream so we can have a laugh together. It's weird how we laugh when you can't even hear me, right? Christopher Barker, how are you doing? Hello. Second Street was just watching the series finale of Supernatural. Kind of lackluster. I've never seen Supernatural. Never watched it. Live stream yesterday with a magic maker from Reimagining Star Wars every Thursday afternoon now. Oh, okay. Is that who it was? Okay, it was Reimagining Star Wars. Okay, I thought it was Thor Skywalker. I just got on and I was listening. I know that you collaborated with Thor Skywalker again. I guess not too long ago then. Yeah. See, I don't really know. Like Josh goes on and does these live streams on Tuesdays with Star Wars only. Theory. Star Wars Theory? I don't know. Like, cause I don't know the channel. I've never been to it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I know it's like he's like a big Star Wars creator guy. I've never been to the channel. Never seen it. All this talk of cheeseburgers makes me think of Jimmy Buffett. Yeah, I think I just shilled my pants. Yeah, burritos for breakfast. Oh man, no, I'm not a shill. I don't think I mean, like, there's some out there. I mean, some people say that anybody, like, yeah, just how some people are. Okay, that remind me of that horrible song. Oh man. Oh, I could take a cheeseburger in paradise. Oh man. Oh man, that's funny. So cheeseburger hunger stream. Yeah. I just finished watching The Mandalorian and Duda Reviews. How are you doing, guys? Go check out a Duda Reviews too. He's got a channel. Go check him out. He does some good stuff as well. He'll probably be doing a review on The Mandalorian for sure. Yeah. I see, Santa. I kind of figured. I was like, wait. It was about an 8 for me, 9 for me, says Porter. Okay. XR Coon says, my bro thinks Kara put on weight. If true, Josh will start. Thicker Gina is fine. Yeah. Seriously think every episode is getting that much better. Nerd Theory. Okay, Nerd Theory. Nerd Theory? Okay. This is a 4. I think there are interconnecting every character. They are end gaming. Mando will have a posse that will come together for a battle with yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Star Wars. Okay, yeah. Theory, yeah. Theory, yeah. And the show is Nerd Theory. All right. Yeah. She's hot but has manly arms. Well, seriously, if you do watch Supernatural, it's on Netflix and has 15 seasons. Yeah, I was gonna say I know it's been around for a while because it's got that one guy in it, right? I might be thinking of something else. Is their team up podcast? Yeah, gotcha. I knew it was. Yeah, I was gonna say I knew the show was Nerd Theory. Yeah, definitely not because broke Avengers don't make or spend money. Nah, you're good, XR Coon. It's all good, man. You being here on the streams and watching, liking them, and sharing them out with your friends, being who you are, always first and all that stuff, man, dude, what you do is more than enough. It's more than, that's exactly. I'm currently in the middle of Doom Patrol's first season, and I've never seen that neither. I'm not really into streaming shows and the episode. I'm not really into that. Mandalorian is a different thing. It really is different than a lot of streaming shows. And the difference is because it's just like what they're getting ready to do with the MCU. It's a game changer. Like nobody else has done this yet. And it's surprising. They've done it in ways, but not like this, where the show expands the actual movie universe. I'm telling you, what the MCU is getting ready to do once they finally launch a show on Disney Plus is groundbreaking. I've been talking about that here for a while. It's groundbreaking. Nobody else has this, where they've mixed their cinematic film world with the streaming shows in that fashion. It's a game changer. I've talked about that plenty here on the channel, but yeah, absolutely. But that's what I like about these shows. They expand it, and like the quality of them is almost movie quality. I gotta tell you, there are times throughout The Mandalorian where I'm like, yeah, they're almost movie quality. They're not quite there. Entertainment value and everything is high. They're not quite movie quality yet, though. I will be honest with you with one thing, though. I have a lot higher expectations for the MCU quality of the shows compared to the cinematic universe. I have a higher expectation for them than I do of The Mandalorian for that. I absolutely do. I freaking 100% guarantee you I do. And I will be disappointed if I see some of the things that I see in Mandalorian in the MCU shows. And here's the thing is, like with The Mandalorian, it's great. There's not a whole lot that I really, like it's really nitpicky stuff. But to me, it's those little things that I'm nitpicking about that are the difference between a TV show and a movie. There really are. But see, let's see here. But yeah, I'll have to check it out. Though. Dude, new Kathleen Kennedy joint just dropped. Star Trek on Thursday, Star Wars on Friday. Aggressively relaxing. How are you doing, my man? How are you doing? I hope all is well, man. Willie's Star Wars Theory, and the show is Josh's. Yeah, Nerd Theory. Yeah. I'll have to check it out. One of these days. Blu-ray or DVD. That's how I'm watching. Boom. Okay, Doom Patrol. They're going to make the sequels make sense. Yeah, absolutely. Mando is like bite-sized nuggets of movies. It's like an extended double movie. Yeah. It's not a game changer. The MCU has already done this, but they haven't. The MCU hasn't done the crossover TV show thing. Now, I know the argument you're going to make is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where they've had some crossover, yes. And we could argue all day long about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. being canon or not, where I'm going to say it is. But I will say loosely connected. But yeah, they've done that crossover. But the thing is like nobody else has done. It's the game changer in the sense that what these shows are doing is the game changer because they're not just like, oh, this show just kind of crosses over a little bit. You know, we got a character from this movie, and we're gonna make a reference in here, and we're gonna make the reference again in the movie, like Dr. List, with Agents of Shield, and some of that stuff like Lady Sif, and you obviously know. Those are just references, little crossovers. Like, these shows are feeding the MCU. They are actually part of the MCU. They are expanding the MCU, and they're changing it in the fact that we're no longer going to get origin story movies. You know, like the Iron Man 1, you know, the Captain Marvels, the Captain America, the first Avengers, the first Thor. We're not getting any more of those in the MCU. In the movies. It's going to be in the show. They will introduce these characters in these shows. You might get teases of them in the movies and stuff, but they're going to be introduced and brought into the show, so they don't have to spend time on their cinematic movies giving you somebody's backstory. That's really what the point, and that's the game changers, because nobody else has done that. That's what I mean by the game changer, because nobody else has really done that. For me, Mando season 2 is movie quality. Effects are top tier now. They're getting up there. There was still some of the things with like the droids in, what was that, episode 2? There's still some of that stuff there. I'm like, it's a little wonky. And then in episode 3, there was some stuff too, but we'll get into a little bit of that. How we rate these episodes. The show as a whole is gold. Yeah, absolutely. Love the animatronic puppets and costumes in the Mandalorian as opposed to the CGI noise. Yeah, absolutely. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s whole last season was explaining that it was canon that they're not it was canon that they're not canon because they're canon actions. And am I the only one who watches this shit? You know, I haven't seen the last season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's the only one I haven't seen. Up till that, I watched all of them. I like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I like it. Big MCU fan, but never watched any of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Just never liked the look of it. See, and as I'm saying, you might check it out. It's not for everybody, but I like it. To me, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is better than any of that Netflix Marvel crap. No, we'll get origin stories. It'll be with new characters. Well, the origin stories are going to take place in the shows. I mean, that's where they're going to be bringing all them in and expanding that. The origin stories won't be in the films anymore. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Kevin Feige has actually even stated that. And I could be wrong there, but I think he's actually even stated that. But only time will tell. Now, let's get into the Mandalorian really quick. Mandalorian, episode 4, season 2, or episode 12. Excellent. I've got to say, and this is something I was talking about over the last couple of weeks, as these weeks have gone on. Remember when the first Jon Favreau episode came out? Everybody was probably like, "What? What are you talking about? An 8? An 8 Trinity?" Episode 2, when we decided to go points, 6.5. I think I went 6.5. And episode 3, 7. What? This episode exactly proves that. This episode is easily solid 8.5 or 9 out of 10 for me. Favreau's episode was great, that first one. Second one, I liked episode 2. Episode 3, very good stuff. But this one right here was friggin' great. Carl Weathers came in and directed this episode, and you can tell he gave himself quite a bit of speaking lines. I'm kidding, they had that planned out. But he came in and directed this episode, and this episode was great. The action was well directed. This is something I was talking about last week with and who, I don't know, I'll be honest, I don't know Carl Weathers' directing experience, but you can tell the action in this episode was better choreographed and better played out than the last episode. Remember last week I was talking about how Bryce Dallas Howard, while a great episode, some of the action just seemed like you could tell she's not used to directing action. I don't know about Carl Weathers' history. Maybe I need to go look it up, his directing history, if he even has any. And if you know, let me know down in the comments below. All I can tell you is the action and everything in this particular episode was well directed. Everything played out well, choreographed. However you want to look at everything that happened in this episode, absolutely great. The time of this episode again was short, kind of like last week's, and it flowed in a sense that was great. It made it seem longer than it is, and those highs and those lows of all the excitement and everything going on. This episode was, for me, the greatest episode of the season so far. The best episode. This episode was better than Jon Favreau's episode. I'm not even kidding. I think it was. Just because some of the action, the fun, the adventure, and how it progressed the story forward, it gave us just enough of every little thing that we needed. Where Jon Favreau's episode was that first introduction. It was, that one. It was nearly an hour long. It was nearly an hour long, but it's what brought us back into the fold. You know what I mean? I would say it's almost impossible for that first episode to be that great one that's going to be the greatest of the season. While it is a good episode and it is great, I do think that this episode 4, directed by Carl Weathers, was freaking great. It had everything in there. It had some drama. It had some action. It had some silly scenes in there. You see the child going off to school. He's sitting there eating his little macaroons. He was so cute. We've seen the what that eventually leads to. We've seen when they went when he went and did his team up here. Everything that happens here was great. The flow of the episode was great. It absolutely never felt disengaged. Never felt like it was boring. Like nothing. This is definitely the best episode of the season, hands down. Action, action, excitement. A Jedi craves not these things. But I'll be damned, a Mandalorian does, man. Man. I really enjoyed this season. Or this episode. Man, just the way it progressed. I mean, and guys, we'll not going to quite get into spoilers here yet, but obviously we've got some returning cast members. We've got Carl Weathers, his character, Grief Karga does make, he does come back. He is in this episode, and we also see Gina Carano come back in the episode as well. So we've got Cara Dune in here. Cara Dune coming in, doing a great job. Obviously, Carl Weathers did a good job. He's a good actor in the first place. But I've got to say, Cara Dune, I mean, come on, Gina Carano. Come on. And I think I've seen somebody in there saying that she did look a little bit thicker, and I think she did. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But the other thing is I was sitting here watching her in this episode, and I'm like, okay, we'll see how this progresses. Because, there was that talk. And I think here's something I'll be happily and readily admit, I may have been wrong. Where there was that talk going on of Cara Dune possibly getting a spin-off series. Maybe not solo, but maybe teaming up with another character, to which I was like, that could work out with her playing off somebody else, because I don't know that she has the chops to carry a show herself. She just don't have, she's got the ability. She's getting better as an actress, is what I was saying. And to carry a show. And after watching this episode, she's still a little stiff in some of her performance. She's still a little stiff. But I will say her acting ability and everything, like in this episode, it looked like she's gotten better at her acting chops, her ability, her depth has gotten better. She has improved. I would say, I know somebody's going to be like, oh, what? I would say that her talents easily rival those of Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. I think just what I see in this episode, I mean, just being honest, I think her skill set, her depth and range of acting is at the point where she probably is actually a better actor than Gal Gadot. Just from what I've seen. I mean, I know, there's people out there going to be like, oh my God, Gal Gadot. I get it. Believe me when I say I get it, but just from what I'm seeing on screen, I mean, we've got a little bit more just to go off of here. It looks like she has improved even from last season. And even in last season, she was actually pretty good. But it looks like she's gotten a lot better in her chops and everything. And I'm sure that it looks like, just from what I'm seeing, that she will improve. That she will improve and get better. And I've got to say, I think she will soon be better than an actor like a Gal Gadot, who Gal Gadot is not terrible. She's not great. She don't really have much depth of range in her acting abilities. And, you know, and a lot of that comes with a lot of different things, taking on different roles, working with different directors, and those kinds of things. I'm sure she'll get there. Maybe not. She'll get just by far enough on her looks alone, okay? While we can see that Gina Carano is actually improving in her acting abilities, and I think it definitely shows in this episode. While there is still a little bit of stiffness there in her acting, I think it's much improved. I think it's much improved. But anyway, let's get back here into the live chats and see what you are all saying here. This is an understatement, but Favreau and Filoni have saved the Star Wars going forward for sure. For sure, yeah. The series has been great. You just trashed Daredevil, Simon Street. Oh, you mean that Netflix Marvel stuff? Ugh. Yeah, I did just trash that. And I'll tell you why. Because Jessica Jones season 1 is far better than anything they did in Daredevil. Carl Weathers is the man, says the dude who reviews. Yeah, it was great. So far, I've got episode 1 as the best, says Chillmonger. All right. See, and the thing is, like, with episode 1, it's just a lot more going on into it. Like I said, it brings us back into the fray, brings us back into the world. So it's got that going for it, but I think for me, I think this episode was the best. For me, I think it was the best one so far. Numbers of streaming this morning. Star Wars Theory Watch and Recap had 8K at one time in chat and averaged about 4K. Nice. Josh had a members only watch about 15 minutes later. He had a recap for everyone. Okay, nice. I heard Action Jackson played for the Raiders. Did he play for the Raiders? I don't know. He may have. And Action Jackson is a great movie, guys. If you haven't seen Action Jackson, hey, you're letting some great stuff. You're missing out on a great movie. Wait. No. Mandalorian reminds me of 1960s Batman, a serious story with a goofy tone. And wait, who's this? Ladies and gentlemen, special guest star Jason Sudeikis. Yeah, right? For sure. I feel like Weathers gave some pointer for the head expression of Mando in his helmet. I also feel foreshadowing of the helmet coming off. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. The head expression of Mando is his helmet. I know what you're saying there. Yeah, absolutely. And I've got to look into that. What else has Carl Weathers directed? Maybe we need to look this up on stream. But yeah, I hear you. I totally hear you. And Josh's stream had 1.1K recap in this morning about 4 a.m. It's time for the Trailer Park Live in the middle of the night, right? For sure. Hands down the best. I'll do whatever I want with my hands. You mind your own business. Oh, man. What did Gal Gadot do to Trinity? Oh, nothing. Like, I like her. I mean, she like I said, she's a beautiful woman, good actress. She's just not great. She don't have very much depth in her acting abilities yet. And honestly, from what I've seen, her progress from when the first thing I've seen her until now, it hasn't progressed that much. So while she might have a talent and an ability, I'm not sure that it's going to go that deep. I really like her. I liked her expressions during the escape on that ship. It almost looked like her character enjoyed danger more than she should. Yeah, absolutely. I'll watch Gal Gadot's bad acting all day long, all night long too. Yeah. I hear you, and that's what I'm saying. Like, she's like I said, beautiful actor. Yeah. But her acting ability is just her acting depth, her range. It's just not there. I mean, if you can find something to prove me wrong, by all means, as Mark Hamilton said, by all means, send me proof. Send me proof that she's got a depth to her acting chops. I'll happily watch it. Well, thanks, I'll say DC. DC is better at the show than Marvel is. Yeah, again, I would know. I don't really watch most of the shows. I'm a huge. I like Marvel stuff more, and it was hard enough for me to watch. It was hard enough for me to watch that Netflix Marvel stuff, let alone thinking about watching some DC shows. I mean, I stuck in there through the first season of Gotham, and that was okay. But I haven't even watched any of the other stuff because like TV shows just are not my thing. They're just not my thing. Two people have not liked Time to End. Oh my god! Oh my god! How could you be here and not like the video, guys? Oh man. That's it. That's it, guys. We're gonna end the stream now unless you guys like this video. You better like the videos or else. You better like the videos or else I'm gonna end the streams. So I just looked it up. Weathers has directed quite a bit of TV since the 90s. Oh, okay. So he's got a lot of TV experience. Nice. Okay. What kind of acting? The burden of proof falls on the one making the claim. I don't feel like you've presented enough evidence of her bad acting to this court. Again, it comes down to I didn't say that she was a bad actor. I said her skill set isn't very deep. She's not like her talents. She's got talents, but her skill set, her range, her acting range isn't there. And the proof is, go watch any of her movies. It's just not there. It's just not there. It's like there's just she hasn't given us enough to go off of to say that she's a great actor. I mean, she's decent, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Just, you know, she's not a great actor. That doesn't mean that one is bad. It just means they need to develop. And some people can't develop their acting ability. Some people just don't have it. The thing she does have is like the one thing like Henry Cavill lacks, charisma. You know what I mean? Like Henry Cavill is all cool. He's a nerd. He's a pretty good actor, but he's lacking charisma. You know, and like Gal Gadot's not lacking that. She's lacking depth in her acting abilities. It's not saying that she's a bad actor. She's just lacking depth. And again, it's something that every actor is. I mean, that's kind of why they're in it. That's what they want to do. Is they want to hone those skills to become better actors. That's part of their profession. That's why they want to do it. It's something. I guarantee you, it's probably part of what got them into wanting to be an actor is to improve those things. And believe me, it's not easy. I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm saying that it can be done, but there is also a cap. There is also a limit to how good somebody can get if they are, you know, their limit. Like maybe they're just not naturally talented in that way to do that. They can get so far. You know what I mean? And it's just like you see every day out there. You know, you got people, actors who do TV shows and they never do movies. They are great in those TV shows and they do good, but there is something about their talents that doesn't lend them to being in feature films and being prominent in them and being, you know, those great actors. And that's not to say that there aren't great actors that do TV. There absolutely are. Hell, look at John C. McGinley. This dude's John C. McGinley is a great actor. He was on that show Scrubs forever, right? And that's the thing. Is like but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a difference because there's some people that don't do the crossover so well, and believe me, by all means, there's actually actors who are great film actors who can't do the crossover into TV so well neither. It does kind of go both ways, you know. It does kind of go both ways. It does kind of go both ways. I wasn't arguing she had. I wasn't. Yeah, right. I know. Yeah, I know. Mark Hamilton. Yeah, I know. I wasn't arguing she had acting chops. Supposedly, there's a scene where a guy got into the scene with regular clothes. Really? In this new episode? I'll have to check that out. What character is that, Jenny? I needed the reminder to thumbs up. All good, all good, including Hawaii 5-0. So he knows action. Okay, okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah, Chillmonger in the house, my man. Gotham was awesome. Will Smith's wife bulldogged a pirate through a wall, right? Yeah, like I said, I only watched the first season of it. Like, it was okay. It just didn't do enough to keep me going. Like, because it's just, for the most part, I don't really like TV shows. It's hard for me to watch them. I watch them just kind of like, they always lose my interest. Almost always lose my interest. Sort of like Christopher Walken can act, just plays himself reading cue cards. Well, here's the thing, Santa, is I disagree with you there, only in the sense that Christopher Walken, he can act. He does absolutely play himself in a lot of roles, though. He does. I mean, he's like, he's phoned in countless acts. Countless acts, absolutely. There's been a few times he's come in and delivered some great performances. But for the most part, that's really the only thing I can disagree with you about. But for the most part, I do agree. Like, yeah, he's again, he's decent. He's decent, you know, and he's lucked out by being in some great movies, for sure. For sure. Just like Gal Gadot has. And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, you know, just because they're not great doesn't mean that they're bad. They're just, yeah. He says, "Cack." So you back to regular streams? Me? Yeah. Wait, who? I think you're talking to me. Walking peaked with more cowbell. Yeah, right. Epoch Catharsis, thank you so much for being here. Says, perfect the act of lying professionally. Well, I mean, it is that. It is that. It's not necessarily lying. And I know a lot of people always like, you know, here's the thing. It's funny when it comes to this sort of stuff. Because I seen this interview with Kurt Russell, where Kurt Russell came out and said some stuff, and I'm like, oh great, here we go. Where's all the videos of everybody like, oh my god, Kurt Russell strikes. What would it be? Kurt Russell throws shade at Hollywood weirdos. Was that what it would be? Because he said that he don't believe that stars should be out there using their platform to go out there and do all the political stuff because it ruins their platform as the court jester. Because the court jester is the only one who can come in to the king's castle and throw shade at the king and get away with it. And he's like, that's why, because you limit what people think about you, their perception of you, so they can't see you as this if you're doing that out there in the world. So I know I'm waiting for people to come up with all the videos of, yes, Kurt Russell, Kurt Russell's our hero. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. You know it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen if you know what I'm talking about. But that's again, what does that come down to? Same thing I was talking about earlier. That good old confirmation bias. But I don't think the point of acting, it's not lying professionally. It's not lying professionally. But it is, you're having to be something that you're not. That doesn't necessarily mean lying or being dishonest or being deceitful. It's a talent. You know, it really is. Because not everybody could do it. Not everybody could do it. If everybody could do it, shit, we'd all be movie stars, right? Same thing like, you know, Mr. Universe. If we could all be Arnold, we'd go do it. We could all be Stephen Hawking. Smart. We'd go do it. But we're not. That's the point. Am I a good actor? Am I a good actor with charisma? Good actor with charisma. But yeah, I just don't think it's necessarily lying, but it is trying, and that's what makes a good actor, is getting people, putting in a convincing performance. It's putting in a convincing performance, because not everybody is good at doing that, and that don't make them liars. It just means that they can perform good. Believe me, I know I'm good. You know how many times when I was a kid, I was growing up, I fooled my mother into thinking I was actually sick just so I didn't have to go to school one day. Freaking professional. Freaking professional. You don't even want to go there. You don't even want to go there, son. Not fool anybody. I was at work one time. It was years ago. It was probably back in like 2003. I won't say what it was for, but like I faked an oncoming illness at work, being sick, over the course of like a couple of hours at work, and like they literally sent my ass home. Like man, you're not looking to, you just, it's okay. Like go home. I'm like, no, I can make it. They like, no, get out of here. Let's go home. Yeah, yeah, no, nobody even suspected. But I don't think it's not necessary. It's not lying. It's not lying. And the thing is, because like when it's not lying when they are on camera in a movie or a TV show doing their job, acting. That's not lying. Now, more so to what you're talking about would be them lying. And I mean, that comes down to you, what you believe in, maybe how they present it too. Is when you see the things, those ad campaigns online with these actors doing things where they're lying. Them doing some of that, definitely. Obi wasn't naturally talented, and he got farther than Anakin. Right? Yeah, training. Am I a good actor with charisma? No, it takes more than just charisma. You can't have just charisma. You can't have just charisma and be a good actor. Look at Pauly Shore. Look at Pauly Shore. Lee Christopher walking alone. One bad performance. Sheesh. Oh, man. At the 18:55 minute, there's a crew member on screen. Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. Can't leave Christopher walking alone. Where's Adam when we need him? Yeah, all this hate on walking. Yeah, I know. We do miss Adam. Yeah, he only goes to hang out at the tower. When you watch Batman Returns, Walken does not care at all, but watch the guy playing his son because that guy is doing a Walken impression to his face, and it's hilarious. All right, I'll have to do that. Yes, it's true. I used to set a schedule, and then the pandy at school thing, throw a wrench in it. Yeah. I've been trying to go around 8. Sometimes just, it's a little earlier, a little later. But I try to get on no later than 8:30. But I've still been sticking to like 8s for the most part. Like right around there. Gotta run. All right, have a good one, Reefer. Have a good one. We'll see you later, Wayne. Gotta go too. Be sure. All right, man. Take it easy, Star Wars Santa. And I'm getting ready to end the stream here in a few minutes anyway. Imagine if Cassian and Obi-Wan show tie into the Rebels sequel. Oh yeah, that'd be something. I mean, I don't know enough about that, but I mean, I do know, like, I know kind of generally what you're talking about. I tried faking sick in 1st grade. My mom took me to the doctors, and my parents and doctors scolded me. I was cured from that. Right. That's funny. But anyway, guys, yeah. And here's the thing, like, let's for a few minutes get into some spoilers about Mandalorian. So if you don't want spoilers, you haven't watched episode 4 of The Mandalorian season 2, or episode 12, whichever you want to call it, leave now. But I gotta ask you, guys, there's somebody in here nerdy that knows, right? When they were there on that base there with the clones in those little cloning pits, is that who I think it was that we seen in that cloning pit? Is it? Is that who I think it was in that is it who I think it was in that cloning pit? Is it? Because, like, I'm sitting there kind of like, I was sitting there kind of like looking. I'm like, is that Palpatine? Or is that Snoke? Kind of looks like, I couldn't tell because it's all kind of funky. But I don't know. Is it just me? Who was that? Who was that? Who was it? Snoke and Dark Troopers. That's hype. Yeah. All the troopers they showed there. Yeah, dude, that was cool, man. Like the very, like, dude, I was like, oh my god, that was so cool. That was so cool. I wonder if Anita Sarkeesian's gonna be upset about the female, like, admiral that had the, like, it looked like she are we gonna get some tweets and videos about that? Maybe even a bunch of Vaders. Yeah, and that's what I was wondering. Like, I couldn't tell because, like, it kind of looked like, you know, you seen kind of the, like, it looked like somebody funked up. It looked like somebody funked up. And at first I was sitting there thinking, like, is that Palpatine? But then I was like, whoa, no, that looks like Snoke. Is that not Snoke? I don't know. I wonder if YouTubers will be upset that Anita was upset. Yeah. Oh man, I know. Tarkun, it's a 3/8. It's a 3/8. Oh, your wrench is a 3/8. That's funny. Oh man, that's funny. What you need? No, you need a 15mm. It's good for just about everything on your bike. But yeah, it gave me the Vader vibe. The Vader vibe. Yeah. See, well, I got the Vader vibe from when they were looking. I got the Vader vibe when they were looking at those Dark Troopers from behind the helmet. Like, I was like, oh my god, like what? What? And then they zoomed out in the show. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, man, give me that. But I was definitely getting that Vader vibe from Gideon. Definitely getting that Vader vibe from Moff Gideon. But obviously, we see everything else going on with the cloning and stuff. Obviously, that's what they're doing. They're working on. But man, I'm telling you, I swear, I thought it was Snoke. I could totally be wrong. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. And Chillmonger, I need to reach out to you. We need to get together soon, man. We need to get. I'm trying to get some content made so I can drop it, and then we can do some live streams talking about some of this stuff. All right, got to get back to work. Later, fellow members of the Kathleen Kennedy Fan Club. That's the KKFC. Right? You have a good one, aggressively relaxing, and you all have a very good day today as well, guys. All the Myrtle Maniacs, all the channel members, no news, yeah, right? All the channel members, thank you all so much for being here. I've got a video loaded up, getting ready to drop here pretty soon on the channel. Make sure you guys go check it out. Make sure that you guys tune in tonight. Make sure you subscribe, click the little bell and all that stuff. Get all those notifications, because tonight, it's Friday, and you know that means the Trailer Park Live. But I'm going to have a good day, gonna go out and see some customers, get some sales, make some money, and yeah, you all have a good day, and we'll see you tonight on the Trailer Park Live. Later.